they go for the Ember Spirit. It's just a hero with high mobility that's really strong versus the Void Spirit later on in the game. The lane itself is completely down to skill.
Like, they don't necessarily need to get the kills on the bottom lane. The extra region they're getting from Hedris and the Chance Aura will keep Slark alive. March will be pulling the lane back. And the most important thing is that they get levels on the bottom lane. Nice arrow on March. He can't man fight him at the moment. 60 damage from a Trophy Aura. Especially Ember Spirit. I mean, he can go back to the base, TP back to Remnant, full HP, has a bottle to work with.
Yeah. I mean, and do you think we'll be seeing a Void Spirit Aghanims in this one?
Not necessarily a first item, but Yule Scepters to set things up with Ether Remnant, and second item Aghanims is fine.
I think it's straight busted. Like, 4-second AoE silence, and it gives you more of a physical damage reduction.
4 points in cleave to increase the farming. Also, just finishes Mask of Madness. I think Adroit's lineup relies so much on Sven. Like, Ember Spirit can scale, but this Sven he needs to pop off, and they are on the timer right now.
Speaking of a timer, Ana, permanent agility. Getting those stacks start to build up, just at 1 so far, but
pretty easy, I would say. I kind of miss my Dota family, but at least we can hang out online.
Yeah, absolutely. Boomy, he's getting gone on a little bit, has to use all 3 of his leaps, and Mel's still able to get the pick off anyway as well. At the same time, KP takes out the tower on the top side, so
Underlord's going for Road of Atos. They feel like they need an extra ability to catch people up because their lineup is very limited. Like, relying on Sven to run in and use a stun or just feints or Sacred Arrow is really not a good way to start a fight. And this game might be completely over in the next 15 minutes. Okay, Sven is extremely farmed. This Rod of Atos might help them, keeping them in place. They are controlling the outpost to get the vision of that area. Seems like that's gonna be our first clash. Prepare your hypest hype.
Yeah, he's leading into it, uses the stun onto the Chen. Doesn't really do all that much against it, though. They catch a lot of people in the Pit of Malice, get all of the heals off as well, and Sven, he's already down at 25% HP. He could get picked off if he's not too careful. You got KP running in. They already used the Stampede, and Bocarino, he's going to try and bring his team away with a Dark Rift. Will they catch everyone? No, Natsuki goes down just beforehand. Oh, trying to get him just on the edge there, but wasn't quite able to, and it's a wise choice, you know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And we've seen, you know, Ana very, very capable. Is there a counter smoke perhaps coming out here from TNC? No, quite. I thought they were grouping up for an express purpose, but actually they're going to be the ones getting caught out here. Arrow combo together. But they don't have the follow-up on it, and if anything, Ana's the one chasing in. He actually gets pushed out of the Pit of Malice, and could he live because of it? Great stun coming out from KP, catching on to Bok, as well as this Mirana here, and they'll both get picked up. That's more permanent agility for Ana. He's going to continue the chase, following up after them. There's the Yule Scepter coming in clutch. Yeah, hits onto Mac as well, and he wants more. KP, he's moving forward, ready with his Blink Dagger. Will he be able to catch out the Keeper of the Light? Will he go onto the high ground as well? I don't think Arcane Supremacy... Does that increase that?
Pit of Malice, and then you steal it. What kind of green do you have on Rubik?
I mean, I'm red-green colorblind, so I'm not the guy to talk to about this.
Oh, Essence Ring. That's
they found him out again. They're going in again onto this Ember Spirit, and that magic block won't save you now. They're chasing onto Bocarino as well. He's not like a Centaur. He can't just pop his ultimate and run away. He's going to get caught out by the rest of the team. Tim's, of course, contributing a lot to the team fight with that Fey Bolt right at the end. Are they going to try for this this Radiant Outpost? Maybe fall too far behind on the XP graph because, you know, behind as it is, 8k net worth. You can see KP, he doesn't want anything to do with this. He says, I gotta come in, I gotta disrupt all this. They will get the experience coming through, and KP's kind of caught out on his own. They're going to combo it together with the arrow, finally getting some semblance of communication on the team. Will they get KP? They will. They're able to pop off the healing hand as well onto the rest of the team, so TNC are pretty ready to fight, but in the meantime, they're able to get most of the people away with that Dark Rift, and Mac looks like he's going to be reasonably healthy.
On Lord ulti, there's no Will-O-the-Wisp. Sven does not have ulti for another minute, and the ones secure the tower. They might even threaten the high ground with it. The siege creep unit approaching.
Well, with no Sven ulti, is that Roche time, or would you actually be pushing the high ground?
Double damage on Void Spirit, they could go for high ground.
Yeah, absolutely,
Like
especially
lack the tower damage unless Centaur pops the retaliate.
No, looks like Armel's going to be the one that takes it.
Seems like they don't think Slark can die. I mean, he didn't die yet.
Yeah.
Like, no, he doesn't do anything.
That movement speed aura, though, look, they got things to do, they got places to be. Oh, Ana, he's going in deep. I love this. They probably just told him, look, just dive in. We'll be able to save you every single time.
Oh, he gets him with the orchid.
Yeah.
Burn. Gigi.
Just looks away. You know, cool guys don't look at explosions.
Sven's still far away from that BKB. If the halberd comes before, he could just completely cripple him in a fight.
Trying to go again onto this Centaur. No arrow this time just yet to be able to combo him down. Here comes the arrow right at the end, and they're going to be able to pick off KP. So that's another 50 seconds that they've bought themselves, and I'm sure that Natsumi's going to maybe try and farm up that BKB, but not quite. They're actually trying to continue the aggression straight away.
Simulate? He couldn't get it.
It's only the Aegis though, and they've got the rest of the team backing him up now. Ana, he's here on the back line, ready to try and get some essence stacks up onto Buccarino. He's just whacking away as much as he can, and that's a lot stolen. He rotates straight away through onto Mac, and he pops.
I mean, that's a buyback from a Centaur. Not sure that was even needed. He would be out in 20 seconds. Has Pipe Stampede ready now. Just wants to throw the body in front.
Pop the glyph there, so creep wave there, but just want to make sure that that Rax can live for a bit longer, but doesn't look like it'll make that much of a difference. Melee Rax goes down. TNC, they extend their lead.
Yeah, Slark with the Basher, even if you get that BKB, they still have ways to deal with you. Heaven's Halberd, just a kiting potential against the Sven.
And he's even building up into the Skadi now, so making himself that much tougher to kill. Fight happening in the mid lane, and Ana is not there, so that Stampede may be used for Centaur to get away, but it could just as well been used to give Ana a little bit of time to get to the team fight. Though now they've gone in on this Void Spirit. He gets a nice Resonant Pulse away, but be enough to be able to live. Ana, he misses his pounce, but he's going to be able to do a ton of damage through. Great stun coming out from KP to be able to knock down 2. But Ana catches that arrow as well.
No one's dying.
No one's dying. What is happening right now? This isn't C Dota.
Okay, let's go back, kill 2 people.
Yeah, want to try to get that level 20, then it's pretty much just downhill from there. Or creating space for the rest of his team to come into it, because you can see Ember Spirit, he's well behind. Speaking of people being behind though, KP caught behind enemy lines, and Slark, he's just in the middle of this Pit of Malice.
He's cliffed. They forced him on the high ground, but drag him down.
They drag him down. Was that the right play though? He's able to now get away, popping his BKB, using the Superman launch through onto the creep wave. He'll be able to live for now. Slark, he's continuing to chase through. They've still got that bottle charge on the Void Spirit if they're trying to get a bit more damage through with the illusions. And well, Slark, he jumps through onto the Ember Spirit. This is the team fight that never ends.
Nice
KP jumps through onto him. The Will-O-Wisp coming out a little bit too late, catching him with 2 inside the Pit of Malice as well. But the sustain on TNC is absolutely insane. Still a minute until this Ember Spirit's going to become back online. Sven goes down, dead for a minute. Buccarino, him as well, 50 seconds. Ana, he's going to pounce onto this Mirana, and that could be GG right there.
Slark is way too tanky. Like, he can go in, do whatever he wants. He knows that they will back him up. Almost 3000 HP with 39 armor. So even if Sven starts hitting him, like, there's no way they kill him. The positioning from March was extremely good throughout the whole game. Just sitting in the back lines, popping the mech, not getting close, and yeah, you can see Anna. Soul Ring. Who gives a damn about patch notes?
Nah. Cares. We can see most of the cores are relatively similar net worth. Adroit's core is a little bit behind, but shouldn't be that way for too long, especially after they get the kill onto KP in the bot side. But self-deprecation, that's the best kind of, you know, criticism that you can take.
Yeah, both of these need to be. Both of these teams need to be very
topside. They're going into Bocarino.
This is
that's
what
a very
I
good rotation.
say. They need to be careful about diving the, or just playing aggressive near their towers, because Kanka will play more of this like build that he goes for whatever his team needs, and like Necro will become a real carry, even though he's gonna go for these supportive items. Not enough damage though.
Well, they've tried to kill Ana, but he lives on 30% HP. They popped the Reaper Scythe to try and do it, and now Boomy's gonna pay the price most likely. Another few seconds until that fish is back online, and he'll get picked off.
TNC was ready for that kind of rotation. They expected it to happen. Chen now level 5.5, first Reaper Scythe not successful. They even have the Haunt ready, and Ana bringing his full power treads.
Oh, KP, 7. He's in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, gets dived. Ghost Ship expended, but still relatively short cooldown on it, 80 seconds. So shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Then your Phantom Lancer needs another item, even though he could be joining fights right now. They have full Diffusal Blade, they have full Spirit Vessel, even though they don't have the charges on it.
Oh, Ana.
If they can catch Ana, that's going to be a big kill.
Yeah. He's got the Haunt available. Will he be able to use it in onto Bocarino here? No, he's going to get picked up in the meantime. So, nicely done. Nice rotation there. Maybe just getting a little bit too confident to be able to farm right down next to the tier 2. No contest happening here by TNC. They respect the fact that Adroit at this stage of the game, at least until that Radiance is up online, have the stronger lineup overall.
This is what I signed up for. Come on, guys. It's 3-3. I want to see some action. I want to see kills.
Yeah. Oh, Ana, is he going to be caught up by this turret? No, just going to steal the last hit there on the Centaur creep. He gets caught by the X-Marks, though, and they're going in. Be able to finish it off. They get the Spirit Vessel onto him, but don't think it'll be quite enough. Booby, he's still got that Blink Dagger available in a couple of seconds, and Ana, he's caught between a rock and a hard place, able to get away, perhaps, with this haunt. Necro ulti. Oh, he haunts back again. Booby.
Chen ulti is ready.
He still hasn't used it. I guess just cutting the ties, thinking, well, we'd rather be able to contest the next fight.
Use the Echo Slam, so it's still gonna be ready, both ready in 15 seconds. The only long cooldown that is not ready right now is Reaper Scythe.
Yeah, they've got the Torrent, decent little spell to have, but KP is just having his mana drain right now from this Diffusal. There we go, Ana's here and available. Doesn't have the Haunt though, so a lot less of a threat than he might have previously been in the team fight. Imel, he's gone in really deep, trying to pick off this Necro, but the Ghost Ship, that's going to provide a ton of sustain with the Coco Rum coming through. You can see everyone focusing in, onto the Void Spirit. He goes down. He might have to buy back here to make an impact in this team fight, but there's the False Promise onto the Phantom Lancer. He's still got the Aegis even, so he, even if he went down, he would have had that second life. Bocarino goes down on the Necrophos, and maybe they'll be able to pick off this Conqueror as well, which would be a decent little turnaround from TNC.
It was a nicely stolen Fisher from Tims, who blocked off Necro. Like, Necro was way too deep. But once again, godlike plays from Tims.
They've got the Yules, and they're going to be able to combo down this Oracle, you would think. He's just walking around. I think he's he's given himself up to his fate.
They understand where the threat comes from. They need to clear the rest. Necro is the biggest threat.
Makes such a big difference in these team fights when you've got Boccarino able to quickly burst someone down with that Reapers. You can see the battle
be careful about using that Reaper sight. Chen heal plus mech on top of a pipe on a centaur.
Ana's in trouble. Oh, they did just expire the Aegis though. You've got TNC ready to back up the rest of his team. This could be a disaster for them if they commit all too much.
What a fisher.
Yeah, really nice Fisher coming through. Yeah, found Boomy. He's caught on the wrong side. We're not going to be able to get the Echo Slam off onto multiple. Just catches onto one with Ana there. Nice together with the Reaper's Scythe, but not going to be enough to be able to save him, popping both the mechanism as well as the Hand of God. They're continuing to chase into this. KP, he's being that frontliner, wanting to make sure that the rest of his team is able to get away, and looks like they'll be able to. If he still had that Echo Slam, it would have been huge. Clumped together up in one spot. Just having the Fisher to play with now.
This benefits TNC much more. They forced one buyback. There's still buying time for Spectre to get an extra item, and also the heroes who use the buybacks on their side want to have
a bit of trouble.
Right, he does not have a buyback now. Problem is he used the buyback in the previous fight, so the extra seconds are added to his death timer.
Yeah. See, they're just trying to minimize the damage that's coming through, even using the glyph to be able to stop a lot of this damage coming through. Nice double stun coming onto KP there, but it's not going to be enough to be able to protect Tims from all this aggression. And Ana still farming on that top side, realizing that, well, it's not really going to make much of a difference if he's there, if the Void Spirit isn't. Help to push the lanes in even further before that Manta Style comes up online.
They're not stopping. Void Spirit is out in a couple of seconds. Not sure that's going to be enough. Like, they have all their ultis ready besides Echo Slam, which will be ready in 3 seconds.
Yeah, that is true. Rubik not wanting to use his buyback, considering he was only 10 seconds away, but nice Echo Slam used. They're able to pick off Armel. He can potentially buyback. No, it's still actually 3 minutes away, so that extra timer on it means that he's dead for 70 seconds. And got Tims available with just that Blink Dagger and Aether Lens, and he's not going to make too much of an impact in these team fights, you wouldn't think. Yeah, you get a nice Fisher off, but it's not going to be enough. KP, he's just getting slowly picked off by this Phantom Lancer. Lots of little ticks of damage coming through onto him. Ana as well. He's got that Spirit Vessel onto him. The Hand of God coming a little bit too late, and a lot of the heal negated by that Spirit Vessel charge. Still the buyback though, to be able to give Ana some sort of teamfight presence if they were wanting to continue the push, but a Titan Sliver as well. That's insane to be able to have.
Yeah, one of the better tier 3 items. TNC doesn't have any big items coming on their side besides that Manta Style, which is not a game changer by any means.
Yep. You can see here TNC's positioning. They're on the front side, trying to tank up a lot of this stuff that's coming out from Adroit. March, he might go down before getting off too many major things. And yeah, that's 2 heroes down on TNC before the team fight really even started. Ana didn't want one bit of that, considering he was so close to picking up his Manta. Luckily enough for TNC, they were able to retain one of these outposts, so Ana creeping closer and closer to that level 20, trying to delay it as much as he can, and fortunately for Ana, he didn't see that double damage rune in the bottom side of the rivers, which would have been enormous for this team fight. He's saved enough for buyback, so he's going to go in without the haunt, you would think. Try and be this frontliner as much as he can. And he's already out of mana. Yeah. He's out. He's got the Soul Ring if he needs to, but you don't want to be sacrificing too much health. And oh, he doesn't go down from the Necro ulti with the healing hand coming through for him. But KP, he is stuck in a rock position. Ana, he's gone in deep. They're trying to pick off this Oracle. But, yeah, stolen side. Didn't do all that much though. They get the ulti from the Echo. dropping onto him. They pop the BKB as well on Boomy, so second item BKB being picked up from him. He'll still go down as a result of it. KP, he's teetering on about 50 HP. Will he even go down? A lot of little illusions hitting him. He's going to make his way back to the base. TNC holding on by the tips of their fingers, and March, he's just trying to distract them as much as he can from the objective that they need to be taking, which is that barracks.
They use the 3 buybacks, still cheese and ages on them. This game is over. I don't see them coming back.
Yeah, you would have to think so. Ana, he's reached up to that level 20. He's got the 500 health, but it won't be enough. They use the break onto the Void Spirit, so reduced health regen now from the Chen, but I don't even think he had anything to be able to use it, and he's going to go down again. Ana, he's sitting precariously low, only about 600 HP. Will it be enough? He's just going to continue running, and KP is a sitting duck. No buyback available for him, and he's going to go down. Carmel, he's in a bit of a tough position as well. 500 gold buyback surplus for him, so he's going to be the aggressive one here in this team fight, but I don't think it'll be enough. Just got 1 Rax left. They've still got so many tools available to them. Yeah, that age is still online.
There it is. Double Z's dropped. Well, I talked about the Necro, how he's gonna be the menace in the mid and the late game, even though we didn't even see the late game, and that he should die. He died only once after the 2 deaths in the laning stage because of the very nice Fisher block from Tims. Is that the buff that we needed on the Ring of Tarask? I think a lot of the players will be picking that up, especially on the off-lane strength core.
Yeah, I mean, very, very possible. You feel like you need to get it into exactly the right one. Chen's been caught out here by a disruption into a stun. March might still be okay. Will he get blocked by his own creep? Shadow Poison, not quite enough to be able to pick him off. Having to use the slow onto Boccarino to be able to slow him down. Some body blocks coming through from Ana as well.
One is not enough.
Yeah, and in the meantime, they were actually able to get the kill onto Mars in the mid lane.
This game, I think they don't have a hero like who can kite that much. You have a Phantom Lancer with the Doppelganger, Mirana with the Leap. Other heroes, they need to stand still to deal damage. And there's no Yule Scepter builder.
Unless I'm mistaken. I very well could.
Right.
And I get stunned up by a neutral creep. Still should be doing okay, getting closer and closer to that Diffusal Blade, but it looks like they're pretty keen, wanting to fight. Don't have the reverse polarity just yet, but they're going to be able to take out Ana, you would think. In the meantime, yeah, not having the Hand of God available on March just yet, and looks like he'll be going down as well. Arrow onto the Centaur. They've set up a little bit of a barrier as well in front of the Roche pit. This Void Remnant. Ana still sitting on the bottom side, so biding his time to be able to come and join this fight, if he even does in the end. TNC just wanting to delay as much as he can. You can see KP perhaps trying to take the outpost so that Ana could have something to TP to, but not able to do it in time. KP, he's walking back, trying to get something happening for himself, but no, it's another 2 heroes being picked off. They're going for more as well. Mars being picked off by the Yule Scepter. Nothing used just yet in terms of big cooldowns to be able to pick him off. Nice stun coming through to buy him just another couple of seconds of time, but still going to be going down.
Bottom tier 3 tower, Ana putting a lot of pressure. I mean, he's not joining team fights, but this should be a free Roche for Android.
He's got his ultimate orb, or no, a Yasha flying out to him on Ana, so a little bit more of a power spike here. Could he look to join in on this backside here? Boomy gets a nice RP onto Tims. Not sure if you want to use it onto the position for Mirana solo, but now you've got Ana coming in, who's much more of a threat. Just wanting to create space, I suppose, for Natsumi here. And, well, are they going to want to take the fight? You can see Ana, he's turn-tailed and run. Still about 200 gold away from picking up this Crimson Guard. Obviously going to be extremely effective if he gets it in the near future. Oh, they've caught out the Phantom Lancer here. Pop the Moonlight Shadow to be able to pick him off. He's got the Dust used onto him, and a bunch of heals used onto Ana. They actually don't have the Hand of God even leveled up onto the Chen, which that's a little bit weird, you know. 1 value point to be able to make your Chen, your PL survive. Yeah, it's essentially 2,000 gold wasted, as well as the gold on this Mirana as well, right? Like, if you've got this Ogre and the PL that just want to farm for now, then a Spirit Vessel's not going to gain too many charges with only 3 heroes. They've gone in, used the Mars ultimate here just to actually run away, it seems. The root getting put onto Armel here. He might be in a little bit of trouble, and the blink forward and stun from Boccarino should be able to pick him up, or he's going to be able to survive. The Hand of God just a little bit short from being able to be put up for him, and really nice RP coming out there. Will he be able to pick up Marsh? Yes, eventually he does go down. Natsumi was forced to use the ultimate there, but Aegis, he's still able to run away with it.
It's a lot of slow coming on from Ogre. Arrow connects on Void Spirit, but
nice disruption.
They need to reset. Troll, pop the ulti. This Void Spirit with Empower and Astral Step cleave on the illusions. Like Phantom Lancer, he definitely needs that heart to tank up. Otherwise, it's gonna be... These illusions are gonna disappear so quickly.
Oh, Bok might be in a position to get caught out here. He tries to use the TP, but that should be enough to be able to take him down. You can see the rotation coming through from Adroit. They were trying to move in quickly enough, but just dies way too quickly. One big change that I'm interested to see how teams adapt to it is the... No, there's a team fight happening again. It's Mars that gets caught out. He's not even going to get off any of his abilities. Finally, the Hand of God gets used by the Chen. They've been able to pick off this troll onto the side here, but nice use of the disruption to be able to stop a lot of the aggression from coming out, forcing the battle trance. And nice kite from Tims, able to kite him further into TNC territory, and now they're in a position to perhaps take him down. He's very, very low on mana. That Diffusal Blade coming in real handy. Disruption already being used onto Armel, so it's not being able to use in a defensive capacity to save Natsumi. Down he goes, and here, this might be the timer that TNC needed to start to put the aggression onto this mid lane.
Oh, that damage.
Just gives him the backhand.
Ogre Magi doing a good job just controlling the backlines, has the guaranteed stun. This Vlad's on Troll, if he's not Spirit Vessel, like the actual lifesteal. This is a big one in a team fight where you're fighting against PL.
Yeah, reduces a lot of that threat coming through. KP's been caught out by the clumsy net. Well, they'll be able to catch up Bok. I'm not sure if this is the team fight you want to take now. They knew that he was kind of alone previously, but now we've got the rest of his team to immediately back him up. It could be something that costs them. He's speared back underneath the tier 2 tower, so that's going to be a lot of damage that's passively coming out onto these TNC heroes, but Belly's going to just try and walk away. Not going to happen.
Roach may respawn in 30 seconds. Lanes are pushed in. On top, double damage. He's sitting at 500 right now.
Yeah.
Once again, bottom lane is pushing in.
Pushing in on its own. This time though, Ana, he's in the vicinity. He's able to take a team fight if he wants. They've spotted out the fact that Roshan's very low. Gone a little bit too late though. Armel, he's got off a pretty nice Ring of Blood, but it's going to be able to do too much in this team fight. Ana, he's looking for the right time to go in and finish this off. Centaur sitting very, very low, having to use the disruption to try and save him, and in comes Natsumi. He's still got a couple of seconds left on that double damage, so he's going to do as much as he can. Nice crowd control coming through though from KP to try and stop a lot of this coming through. All nearly connected onto 2 with that RP, but only hit the Ogre Magi. KP there would have been huge if they got it onto KP, but not quite enough. This is a long team fight for very few deaths. Only the Shadow Demon going down so far, and Natsumi still sitting very, very healthy. Finally picks off KP. Tims, he's only got 1 charge left of that leap, having to use it. Ana sitting very, very low. He's hit up onto his level 20, so he's got that Phantom Rush range for that extra kite ability. Will they continue onto the Earth? The Void Spirit doesn't seem like they're all that keen to. And they go, continuing, going very aggressively in onto the backline is Ana. His insane plays continue, missing with the arrow. A little bit unfortunate. Natsumi, he's caught inside the Ring of Blood once more, and he's going to be going down. Just that long that you could get 2 Arena of Bloods in one single team fight is absolutely nuts to me. Mac, he's sitting very, very low, goes down, no cheese on him. Troll, he might be the only one that's able to get away. Arne's continue to chase him down though. Happy to finally pressure him away. That is a long-ass team fight. The cheeky little one of these, you see this Observer Ward here that they're trying to de-ward here on TNC side? It was placed on that like mid-high ground, so you can't see it when you place just the sentry up there. Arrow flies in, doesn't connect onto anyone, and they're going to look to put some pressure here onto Ana. He gets put down pretty low very early on, and they're able to pick him off. 760 gold going the way of Mac, and they're going to continue the pressure. They know they can't fight without Ana, and just being that little bit too aggressive, wanting to take out the last tier 2 tower that's available for them, and they're able to pick off KP as well.
Doing more pressure on it, and here comes Mac once again. He also has that Radiance build against the PL and the Illusions. KP forced to buy back. This Satanic if he can get it, but they're waiting for their next Roche to spawn. It's the 3rd Roche, so it might be either Refresher or Ags.
And that Radiance on the Void Spirit as well is going to do a lot against these. Always gone forward very aggressively. They're trying to pick off Ana, and they've actually found the right one. So they're going to continue the aggression onto him, and will he be picked off here? Looks like it. He didn't buy back previously, so he still does have it in his arsenal, but we've got this time around a creep wave that's kind of pushing in aggressively. Be their last stand, and you can see the army of couriers coming out as well on Adroit's side, just bringing TP scrolls actually, because they're lacking a few of them. It's the arrow, but still they're not wanting to fight just yet.
There it is, the combo. Multi-shot plus Bloodlust.
Well, KP, this is going to be a dieback when he eventually goes down. They use the buyback on Ana. It's a long TP in, though, having previously gone into it. Will he be able to pick up Bocarino? It looks like they will, but it's a small price to pay to force that buyback out of Ana. Yeah, big for whoever it is that picks him up. Who would you give it through to? Maybe, I mean, you would have to give it to the Void Spirit, right?
Oh, definitely the Void Spirit.
They actually connect the arrow onto Roshan instead, and Tims, he's been caught out, gets the push away, but it's not going to be enough to be able to survive, or will it? They actually get the Arena of Blood, yeah, onto Mac here. They've got the arrow as well. It's going to connect onto, oh, no one actually. It stopped just short of the Magnus, and they pop the BKB on Natsumi as well. This is huge. They've got no buyback on either of these Radiant heroes, and Roshan.
So good on Phantom Lancer, unbelievable. What he has done this game, the previous Roche fight, and this one, he had an easy job, but still just managed to clean them up, about to hit level 25.
All right, here we go. We've got level 25 Ana, level 25 Troll Warlord. We've got more items that can drop now at the 40-minute mark, so maybe Troll will finally get an upgrade off this Fated Brooch.
A Troll needs to buy that Divine Rapier. Like, he can't afford to keep this much gold in his pockets not being used.
So he's pretty keen to try and make it happen.
He bought a Basher.
Not going for the Rapier. A bit more of the passive build. We've got Void Spirit up in another 10 seconds, so to try and make something happen. Might want to force the buyback. Yeah, here we go, out of this Shadow Demon. It's not going to be enough to fully force back TNC, you would think. Alright, he's got the Dragon Scale instead of the Fated Brooch. A little bit of armor. Get some of that burning.
Ooh, scary.
Ooh, yeah,
42
right.
minutes in.
Oh, no, Spider Legs instead. I mean, that gives him a bit of more maneuverability, right? Well, Bocarino has just walked straight into Armel here. He's got that God's Rebuke that he's going to be wanting to use. Surprised he didn't pop up the Arena of Blood when that Stampede was used. Stops the Blink Dagger just before it's able to get out. They Ignite as well, stopping any sort of Blink rotation from happening. This could be a great place to use the Arena of Blood as well to catch them out in this little choke point, but no, Bocarino looks like he'll be dropping down here. Slowly but surely, 5,000 HP, still not enough to stop this onslaught.
Phantom Lancer with that Aghanim Scepter, no cooldown.
Oh, he's gone in deep.
Phantom Rush.
Got down pretty low. He still does have the Aegis, so he's playing a little bit dangerously. He's got the Abyssal Blade as well if he wanted to try and survive. But, there it goes. He goes down once. Will he be able to do it again?
RP's ready.
Yeah, sitting off to the side. Waiting for the perfect time here. Natsumi, he's only about 400 or so gold away from picking up that Divine Rapier. So looking to farm up these creep camps, perhaps. Well, you can see
this
Roche.
is the last one. Let's see.
Here we go. Arrow launches into the pit, connects on poor Roche. But we've got a smoke coming through onto the top side. Try and take this outpost to stop a lot of the buyback potential occurring within this team fight. They've caught out KP sitting here on the front lines. He's got that Midas that he can use, but there's no creeps around. He's disarmed, and he's in a very vulnerable position as well. He's going to be able to get off his pipe, perhaps. He's still holding onto the cheese as well. There we go. March is the one that's going to end up going down. They connect with the arrow onto Bocarino, but I don't think he's in a position to really go down all too much. He's sitting right on the edge. Yeah, gets forced up down into safety. Sitting at level 25 as well, so he's got that big hoof stop rotation if they decide to move forward. It doesn't seem like the case. Still sitting on only 5 items here on the Marana, so not wanting to spend anything, give away what his next plan of action could be. It's another smoke. Smoke on smokes here happening. Double Void Remnants inside the pit. Maybe just using the illusions to clear out some of the space. Oh, that's a long hoop stop rotation. RP connects onto 2. Yeah, Chan's gonna go down. KP forced to use the buyback. They didn't end up taking the outpost entirely, so KP able to have some sort of an impact in this fight. Ana, he's continuing to move forward, trying to take out as much of the team as he can, but he's gonna go down. 2 minutes on the sidelines, but he buys back Armel. He's in the middle of 5 different heroes here, in a precarious position. 15 seconds left on his Satanic, which will make him maybe able to live if he's able to get it off one more time. Ana, just a few more seconds until he's able to get back in. Maybe he's just saying, look, continue to create all this space. I'm trying to take Roshan. I use my buyback. I need to be able to have this, but TMC standing in on the front lines. He wants to take up a lot of this.
Go down.
It goes. Yeah, he picks it up. He's still got the refresher shard inside the pit. That'd be huge to have. He uses the Abyssal onto the Void Spirit, who jumped in, trying to take a lot here. He's able to use the... he uses it onto the same spot and picks it up. So big plays coming out from both teams here, and still it's a bit of a stalemate. No Divine Rapier being dropped. And are we going to get finally a good position 1 troll item?
The prize is mine.
We had the Faded Brooch for 40 minutes.
That's true.
That's a great item.
Oh, they've gone in onto Ana. This could be an absolute disaster. He's got the buyback available, but you don't want to be using it at this point. He's gone down. Oh, they've got to continue the aggression here onto Tims. He's gone down as well, so over 100 seconds on both heroes on the sidelines. Lane's somewhat pushed in mid, but on bot side, it's a lot more vulnerable for them. Sitting on the front line, they're forcing the buyback out of the Marana to start with. Ana, of course, you want him to be the big turner in these team fights, and it seemed like it's going to be the case just yet. Just trying to chip at these towers. Natsumi sitting on the backside. They get a double hex off, it seems, onto a few things. Natsumi, he's able to shake it off, though. Could this be the time for Ana to buy back? I think it's now or never if he's going to be able to. Be waiting until Mars goes down one time, just trying to delay it out as much as possible. Get a lot of these cooldowns done. Really nice disruption coming out here straight after the Hex. And Mars, well, you might be locked in with them inside the Arena of Blood in a much more risky position. KP, he's going to buy back immediately, but this is a lot of space and time being got for Ana. He finally is forced to buy back here. And now you can see Adroit starting to back off from the team fight. This arrow doesn't connect onto anyone. No, just misses out. Able to sidestep it. And then going in one more time. Not hitting onto anyone. Yeah, he's got the refresher shard if he wants to use it one more time. Could use it right where he's standing. But he's still got the Blink Dagger up online. He's sitting invisible at the moment. This could be the big turnaround in the team fight if he uses it. Or he's just walking up into him. He uses it, connects onto a couple. Could this be the burst down? Chan buys back. Marana, no buyback, but they don't get the key cores. They aren't able to finish them off. Ana in a precarious position, able to walk back. He's on 28, level 28. He gets caught out with the Void Remnant. Everything is happening in these team fights. Max trying to chase down Ana. They're so low, both of them. It's a game of chicken on both ends. Everyone is dying around except for Ana. He's able to get back into the base. I'm sure he's going to buy up a health potion, try and join these team fights back as quick as he can, but in the meantime, they're taking out a lot of these different heroes. Chen goes down. It's Mars and PL against the world at this point. They've got the bottom racks. They're pushing into the mid. Natsumi still lives with this Divine Rapier.
If they can catch him, he's dead. There's the bash.
There's the bash. He goes down. That's it. They get it. The GG is finally called. 63 minutes into the game. Troll Warlord still holding the spider legs, but he didn't even need him. Divine Rapier is all that you need up in a game. Adroit beat TNC and move forward into the next stage. What a game.
Very nice performance from whole Android team. I would point out Natsumi, even though there was a lot of kiting, he still managed to die only once. Shadow Demon with his positioning was also on point, just standing as further away as possible from these fights.